Governor Rick Perry will officially announce tomorrow he is running for president. But even before he's officially entered the race, the inevitable comparisons have begun between Perry and another Texas governor who became president. Tonight, we sat down with a journalist who's covered both men extensively to see how much they really have in common.
They're not carbon copies.
Journalist Dave McNeely says non-Texans could be forgiven for comparing Rick Perry and George W. Bush. Just start with what he calls their Texanisms.
They grew up, within 100 miles or so of each other. They have some of the same mannerisms, the way they walk, the way they talk.
And they're both Christian conservatives. But beyond that, some would say the comparisons are simply superficial, and their relationship is notoriously frosty.
I think they'll resent being compared to one another.
McNeely says their rises to the top make them altogether different.
President Bush, Governor Bush, George W. Bush, flew in more or less above the clouds, and Perry had to work his way up through them.
George W. had the name recognition of his dad and served only one full term as governor. Perry has held elected office since 1985, and McNeely is quick to point out he started his political career as a Democrat.
He gravitated to the Republican Party and has kept moving right ever since. I think he's farther right now than George W. Bush ever was.
And Bush may have been the more popular Texas governor, but Perry made the position far more powerful.
I think that Rick Perry has been governor long enough that he's managed to get it pretty much on autopilot.
And that will give him an advantage running a presidential campaign while in the middle of his term as governor, something Bush did as well.
He knows that stuff now like the back of his hand and has a lot of people in place with long experience able to run it.
The message out of Texas is that these two men are nothing alike at all. But McNeely says it won't be the same for the rest of the country.
The message from there will be, do we really want another Texas governor so soon?